Hello. I want to show you guys this game, and it is Hardspace Shipbreaker, which is a terrible name for a game, in my opinion. Why not just Hardspace or Shipbreaker? Both those words mean nothing, so I might as well have, just one of them. It is a game where you salvage spaceships, and I'll get into all this stuff later. Let's just start going here. I'm gonna pick a nice ship, and in this game, you salvage spaceships for money, which is fun. Gonna pick this guy here. It's a first-person sort of, I don't want to say busy work, like Viscera Cleanup Detail is a straight-up busy work game, but it has a little bit of strategy. This is more of a strategy game with a little bit of busy work here. It's more of a puzzle game. But here's our spaceship. And we've got some bins to put it in. That's our furnace. We put like aluminum and just sort of base metals in there. Got another one over here. Now this is a processor. Now we put more of our refined metals in there, like titanium and nanocarbon type stuff, sci-fi metals. And then below us is a barge. And this barge will accept finished products like chairs, levers, reactors, and, I don't know, antenna? Yeah. And to grab this stuff, we've got three main tools.
Salvage secured.
We've
Credits
got
deposited.
this sort of Half-Life 2 gravity gun type dealio, which also acts as sort of a tether gun. And we've got this sort of, well, it's not going to work because I'm not pointing at anything, but this cutting laser, which is awesome. And we've got Ship-O-Vision. Look at that. Let you see all the structural weak points and items and setup and all that stuff. And there's only two ship types in the game right now. Early access, unfortunately. And each one is, procedural, and there's all kinds of different sort of quirks that they can have from ship to ship, but I kind of wish I hadn't discovered this game yet and that I could discover it when it's totally finished, but man, it's fun. So, I'm just going to come in here, and I would sort of explain what I'm doing, but half the fun of this game is sort of figuring out what's happening and how you're supposed to do all this, so I'm just going to do it. Okay, looks good. Got an air tank right there, which is great. I can refill my oxygen at that. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and cycle this atmosphere regulator.
Air pressure level decreasing.
And let the air flow out here. Let's see, is that the reactor back there? It is indeed. Cockpit's up there. It seems to be... Oh, it's pulling air into this regulator up here. Let's go ahead and grab this data drive before we lose track of it. Ooh. Yeah, sure.
Link's branded gear. It's a cut above the rest.
Okay, pull the door off the reactor room here. There she blows. Okay, these systems don't look too complex. I don't see any fuel cabling, anything like that. Yeah, I don't want to fuck with the fuel lines yet. Really just want to pull this reactor straight out, and this is the floor, so... Precision laser here. And here. And that should... Yeah, perfect. Come on. There you go. And we're just going to push this panel straight into the processor. That's where it wants to be.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Okay, and if you look at the top right of my screen, you can see I've got about 11 minutes left in this shift here before they start charging me rent on my spacesuit, basically. Let's see. Yep. Reactors are scary. I always do them first because they're scary. Okay. Just go. Get out of here. Good. Yeah. Perfect. Thumbs up.
Salvage deposit accepted.
Alright. Let's see, got the reactor. You sell some electrical and mechanical products, the power cell, and a bunch of metals, basically. Can do. While we're back here, nah, I don't want to do that yet. I want to, yeah. First of all, I like to take apart the back of the ship first. I don't know why, I just do. I think it's because the cockpit's got lots of fiddly bits. Push that out. Yep. And the other thing this gravity gun has is called a tether. And you can just tie stuff together and it'll pull it to one another like that. Which is pretty handy, but you got a limited number of them. Okay, so now got a nice big hole at the back of our ship here. Let's see, I've got a pair of engines and they're located right here, sort of nacelle thrusters, and then we've got the main thruster here. I'm going to start disassembling this. That's worth some good money. Won't help with our work order, but it's going to take us multiple trips back to the hab to get this done anyway, so this is one of the cooler parts of this game, by the way. Hehe. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's see, this goes to the furnace. Oop. Nope. Furnace, I said. Close enough.
Deposit accepted.
Okay, and this is why we come back here. And we're just gonna... Yeah, that's a good idea. That'll pull all the fuel out of this pipe. This has been a pretty easy ship so far. There's been some more complicated systems that I've had to deal with, but this one's playing nice, which I appreciate. Had stuff with like reactor coolant and all kinds of crazy stuff running the length of the ship, and it can be pretty silly. It can throw you for a loop and try and electrocute you and kill you and depressurize you and burn you alive and stuff, which is fun. Okay. Yep. Verse 2, same as verse 1.
Your oxygen reserves are low.
Okie doke.
Note that excess carbon dioxide can cause damage to Link's equipment.
Yeah, like my face. Okay. I believe we found that there was some oxygen back here, so we're just gonna grab this for now.
Oxygen level stabilizing.
And let's go ahead and, now that the fuel's shut down, let's pull these fuel tanks out. Let's just get all the stuff that could blow up and just put it away. Someplace that's not near me, at least. It's weird when you grab stuff, like, you got your whole Newton's laws type stuff, so it can start pulling you around too by the gravity gun. Okay. Great. Great, great, great. Okay, I think I see. Yeah. Yep, those two right there. So. Perfect. Do the other one while we're here. There we go. That should have freed these big engine nacelles. Yes, perfect. So, go and get. Oh no.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Perfect. Okay, so far it doesn't look like we've done much, but we've done a lot of the sort of finicky work. Let's go ahead and grab this thruster out the back too. That's worth some good cash. And like you have to figure this stuff out the first time you do it, and hopefully you're not watching too closely. Because it's fun to figure out like how you even do any of this and where any of this stuff is supposed to go. Like you can tell from the center if that's supposed to go in the processor. Here, I'll grab another piece here in a sec. You look at the center bottom of my screen. Like you notice that having grabbed this thing. Oh, I can't release it. Oh, I haven't released it yet. Like sitting here staring at this plate, it says processor, right center middle. So it'll tell you where it wants you to put it. Yeah, let's thruster override now that all the fuel tanks are done. Yeah, thanks. There we go. Yeah, something really satisfying about that. That's... Is the thruster on or something? Oh.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Gracious. Okay, so it's mostly just processable materials back here. I think what I'm going to do next is just separate this whole back section. And what I've learned from trial and error is where to cut it. I don't think I'm ready for that yet, actually. Let me pull one more thing off here. I hit there. That's actually going to do it. Hit in there, maybe? Give that a shot. Yeah. Oh, it's getting caught on this pipe. Ooh, flush switch. Yeah, I just want that flush switch, really, but it won't pull off this junction box. What do I do then? Let's just take the whole goddamn array and throw it down there. It's a good mechanical part. Same one over here. I just love that, like the same thing I just used to turn the pipes off a few minutes ago is just more salvage now. Okay.
Caution. Tether supplies running low.
That other one end up. Did it even go? It must have gone. I don't see it anymore. Yeah, I think it went in there. At a certain point you stop like watching every single thing go in and just assume that it makes it, and if you see it later you pick it up. Yeah. I've learned that I could cut the yellow hard point, but if I cut instead right there, that's just as good. Dun, 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 dun. Even better actually, because it gets this big sort of cube frame as well.
Warning. Your oxygen reserves are dropping below statistically
Oh boy, a minute and a
possible
half.
level.
I will die. I'll be alright. 90 seconds left on oxygen. But we'll be alright. Now I think that's freed us. Mostly. I need some more tethers anyway. Let's at least get it moving. See if we can get it moving here. Yep, it's moving independently from the rest of the ship. Perfect. Let's get some air.
Oxygen reserves are critical.
Yes, yes.
Affordable oxygen supplies are available for purchase in the master jack.
I'll be fine. Refill on oxygen and tethers.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Let's see, it moved. I don't know where to.
Dig deep and let's finish strong.
Yeah, it's here. Because of the way that the timing works out, I actually don't want to try and get this in there before the buzzer. I don't want it to be kind of halfway in there. And I'm going to get another opportunity here in a second. Another crack at this guy, so we're just going to leave it there.
Raw material processing.
And next shift, we will just tear this thing apart. It'll be like taking a fish, like you see that fish, like skull. You see that like fish skull with like the rest of the bones. Like it's gonna look like that when we're done with next shift. But yeah, 0G is kind of disorienting, but we've made some good progress. Okay, made about $1 million. Our high earners were obviously the reactor, some nanocarbon paneling, the engine nacelles, and the engine itself. So yeah, let's see, we screwed up and we destroyed just a few kilograms of other stuff, a few lights. Those are not worth anything really anyway, so I'm okay with that. And here's our bill. Let's see, it was between the thruster and the helmet. I think the helmet cost me more per day. So yeah, let's go look at that. So here's all your equipment, you gotta keep it maintained. I'm gonna go ahead and repair my cutter here. And I think one of the upgrades I can buy here, yeah, purchase helmet. Yes. So now, I don't have to rent it anymore. So my upkeep costs are going down with that. But there's plenty of upgrades for this stuff. You can make your grappler and your cutter and all your stuff stronger and better and, you know, progression type stuff. But really what we're working towards is this certification rank, which will let us salvage bigger and bigger ships. But we're not done with this little guy yet. Let's keep trucking on him. Hopefully I can knock out most of the work order objectives this shift. Let's see, we've got to grab a power cell and some other gear. And yeah, we can do that. Alright. First things first though, let's see if we can't get this bad boy sort of tucked away over there. Yep, that was a bad idea. Looks like it's moving. Just gonna try and pull it. Ooh, it's trying to throw me in the incinerator is what it's trying to do, but I think I managed to tweak it just far enough. Yeah, I need tethers that last longer is what I need. Come on. Go in, you bastard. Such a big piece of metal. Come on.
Object accepted for processing.
Alright, it's trying to process me now. Oh, I'm getting sucked in. No, 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 no. Ugh, okay, that was a bad idea. Eesh. I would have died. Okay, let's just do a couple little preliminary finicky bits. I know that these plates will go flying. From experience.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Take that paneling. This paneling. Quickly kind of toss them. And then it's going to be time to gut this ship like a friggin' fish. Okay. Before we do that also, I've learned the hard way that right now the airlock is actually still pressurized. And if I cut into it, might be some bad stuff happens. There we go. Very safe. Alright, so I think first we're going to go along top and the bottom here. that claw machine feeling. It's that plucking the sapphire out of the eye of the statue feeling. It's that perfect sort of transformer assembling clicky click noise. It's just a nice time. Well, there we go.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Caution. Tether supplies are low.
Okay. There's the floor gone. Thumbs up, buddy. Ooh, we got something important on the ceiling. That is cargo. I don't know what it is, but it's worth money.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Oops. Laser cuttered someone's chips bag. Beautiful. That ought to do it. Yep.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Okay. Feeling pretty good. Where's the airlock? Here's the airlock. So we're gonna cut the other side first. Oh, coming back here where the engine used to be. And look at that. Ooh, that's some juicy bits right there. We'll get those here in a sec. Let's see, there's only a couple of top-mounted support beams. It's interesting, this model of ship, like this grade of this model of ship, support beams are, they're sort of like the simpler model, but they're actually less reinforced to make room for... Oh shit! Oh! Fuck! Okay. No. Mm-hmm. Well, that sucked. Come on. Okay. Well, come on. Ugh. I'm okay. What did I blow up there? Like, what was that?
Oxygen reserves are low.
Yeah.
Reminder, asphyxiation can lead to
I think that was like
salvage quotas.
some kind of electrical system, maybe a coolant tank? I didn't realize they were that... Whew. They are sensitive. Okay, let's, let's go refill on oxygen here and, catch our breath, and then we'll get right back at it. I want to get some more tethers anyway.
Welcome to Vindatron 9000.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Okay. Get about a health pack, but I'm too cheap. Yikes. Well, I was going to cut around the energy core back there, but in light of that little event, I think we're actually going to just sort of pluck it right out right now,
Object
so that we don't rupture it as well. I think we need it for our... Yeah, we need it for our objective. I just hate messing with it, because it's friggin' electrical. Stay away from me. Alright. Yeah, he gives you a little thumbs up
Account credit applied.
when you finish an objective. Okay. Sort of don't even know where this came from. Okay. Now we could go in here and pluck off every one of these little lights. But we're not quite that into it. Oof, it's getting hot. A little glitchy there. Man, these side panels are too heavy. Okay. Let's get out of this freaking crawl space. Alright. And hopefully, with that done, I should be able to... Oh yeah, you can see it just unfolding.
Valuable object processed. Credit awarded.
Okay, what spaceship? We're getting to that point, aren't we? Okay.
Alright, Cutter, you got 5 minutes left of this shift before they turn the lights out on you.
Yep.
Pitter patter. Leave her out.
Junction box. No, no, no. Go away. Air cycler. Airlock hatch.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
That's a medkit, isn't it? Let's go ahead and use that. Okay, that'll help. Yeah, we're just gonna do a little finicky stuff here. Prep these walls for
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
extraction. Of course we're taking the seats. What, do you think we weren't gonna take the seats? Taking everything, baby.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
That's what sort of a transit shuttle at some point. Feel bad, like it's got a name.
Salvage deposit
Someone
accepted.
probably loved this ship,
Credits transferred.
but it ain't me. Give me that chair. Okay. Oop, oop. Well, probably fucked that thing up pretty good. Okay. 3.5 minutes. Yeah, that's enough time to at least attempt an extraction on some more forward systems. That's on the junction box. Yep, yep. Fuck off. Really didn't take it? Weird. Well, fuck off. I don't want to deal with the junction box again. Yeah, we can at least strip the cockpit of parts here. Or try to. These are just storage lockers, but they're in my way.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
That storage locker is currently stuck on a headrest. Oh, come on. There we go.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Okay. One more here. And actually 2 more. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Music's good, but so far there's only like 2 songs, so I will likely turn on a race or some other album or something while I'm playing this in the future. Minute and a half. Nah, let's just finish stripping the cockpit. And then I'll show you one of my favorite things to do in this game.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Worst part of the cockpit is dealing with this tiny ass door. Guess I could. Yeah, let's try it. Why not? Huh. Well, that went flying, but what? There's another layer behind it. There we go. Oh, okay. Well, I don't really have much to complain about then, do I? I hate this little door. Oh, right, I have a giant laser cutter. Yep, console's on the fritz. I really like the, I hated it at first, like, having to go back for oxygen and having to, like, sort of plan trips and all this stuff and deal with the timer. But now that I've played it a little bit, I actually like it. It forces you to sort of organize your strategy in a different way every time, just because of the time constraint. And, you know, you're going to try different things different times, and it all kind of
Oxygen reserves are critical.
messes with you in a kind of a good way. Yeah. Okay, this is nice and stripped out. The next shift we'll wrap this baby up, and I'll wrap the video up too. Coming right along. Got some sweet stuff there. 410 grand in nanocarbon paneling. Yeah, well, that's where the money's at. Now that we've got the good stuff, it's just volume. Let's see how I'm coming here. Oh yeah, need a lot more aluminum, but that's gonna happen this time actually. I'm gonna get the frame of the ship taken care of. You can, at any point, you can just give up on this ship, but I'm not done with it. I wanna get it all. I'm gonna go ahead and refill my tethers here, and this shift we are going to finish what we started. And we're going to start with one of my favorite things to do in this game. Now, if memory serves, I'm not sure how to. Oh, there we are. Yes, but not there. I think we already ruptured that one. But back here is a coolant tank. So, if we are careful, very careful, that seems to be moving on its own power now. Okay. I was wrong. Oh boy. Look at that. Gimme. Good. Good. Man, that feels good. Just X-ray vision, cutting it strategically straight out the wall. Alright. We have depressurized the airlock already, so that's not a danger. The airlock is the big pain in the butt for me, so far as cleanly disassembling these ships goes. It's just in the way, and it's built into the ship really solidly, as it should be. Obviously it's an airlock, but it makes it hard to take it apart cleanly. I'm gonna keep. If I have time towards the end of here, I'm gonna try and sort of solve that riddle. In the meantime, though,
Credits awarded.
And we're gonna keep on keeping on. I think we're gonna come through the back here and do the same thing. And then we'll deal with this airlock problem. Should have plenty of time for that. I can't tell if that's moved freely or not. I guess let's see. Yep. Yep. That is a piece of pipe. Waste not, want not.
Deposit accepted.
Okay. Yep. I think we're actually also gonna go ahead and I don't normally cut these things off just because they come away cleanly enough by themselves, or you know, while attached to the rest of the ship. But in this case, I really want to kind of get a look at this airlock and be able to maneuver. So, go and get.
Processing valuable object. Credits
And let's go
awarded.
ahead and strip this airlock of cool components. Get the hatches and the levers and stuff. Doop doop. Perfect. Okay, I just need to be able to detach. Like, I want this nanocarbon, right? It's just glued on. Well, that's a separate piece. I figured that out. So I think if I cut here, here, there, there, that's freed. That there. Ooh, what are you still stuck to, buddy? I'll at least get one of the big, heavy furnace parts out. They're part of it. At least where I can
Raw
kind of
material
look.
processed. Credits deposited.
Okay. Yep. Just gonna keep cutting. Oh, it came free. Oh, that came free. That's weird. That's okay. That's like part of the airlock. It's like one of the big plate. That's good. What's left? This is like the sort of top and bottom. Really just the top. Oh, it's not attached. It's weird. It's weirdly built. It's got like character to it and stuff. Okay, that looks like it's just barely hanging on by a thread there. Did that do it? No.
Warning. Oxygen reserves are low.
Okay, well. Ah. Well, I'll deal with you in a sec. I gotta go not asphyxiate. Plenty of time left to mess with it, though. I think I should be good on thruster fuel.
Oxygen reserves are critical. Please contact your plan administrator to add asphyxiation coverage.
And we're gonna keep trying to figure out this airlock situation. Not much of a situation anymore, it's more of a this one panel won't come loose type situation. Haha. Beautiful.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Okay, and look at all this extra nanocarbon stuff. It came away. Oh man, I was able to pull like this big chunk out so cleanly. Feels great. 900. Man, that's like 1,000 kilograms. That's like a ton of aluminum there. Nice. Speaking of tons of aluminum, I think it's about time. This is an all aluminum sort of inner frame here. So let's go ahead and refill this fuel here. And
Deposit accepted.
I don't think there's anything else on these walls that I want. I think what we're going to do next is separate the cockpit out. And so this is basically the fish head with just the skeleton, right? I think we're going to try and separate the head here. I've had good luck with these guys right here. Looks like it's moving. There's a lot of aluminum paneling inside the cockpit. All this stuff really, like this lining these walls. But honestly, it is really hard to pry it apart. And ultimately, I'd rather have the nanocarbon. So,
Curtis, you got 5 minutes left in this shift. Knock out that work order before they turn the
oh
lights
nope,
out on
cancel, cancel, cancel.
We were out.
That's pulling the whole thing. Shoot. Okay. Let's do it the fun way then. Did that do it? I don't see.
Caution. Tether supplies are low.
Yeah, that did it. It's having trouble with that. Let's add another tether. And that's going to waste some materials. Unfortunately going in the wrong slot, but that's okay. All that's left is this frame, which is almost entirely made out of aluminum. So we're getting our aluminum here. And that should be light enough to be able to be affected even... Yeah.
Valuable object processed.
Yeah, we wasted
Deposited.
some glass. We definitely wasted some aluminum there. We'll see exactly how much. We processed about... Oof. Hard to say how much nanocarbon. There's been several pieces, but we kind of threw in there all at once, but... And look, this is what's left. It's just nothing. Okay, yeah. One tether wasn't quite enough. The duration on my tethers, I need to increase that. I think that's my next upgrade. I'm just too tempted by these economic upgrades that let you not have to rent your own equipment here. My gear's starting to fall apart, though. There it goes. Yeah.
Material deposited.
Nice. Alright, we got plenty of oxygen. And look at this. Just a debris field that used to be a spaceship. And you know, I'm just gonna play basketball now, basically. But really, at this point, I can call it quits. It's pretty good. I think I used most of the buffalo here.
Deposit accepted.
The water bottle. Delicious. Yeah, so this game's pretty neat. I don't know, it's just fun. And even if it wasn't giving you little puzzles to solve, it'd be fun, but it'll throw you curveballs and like I've had ships where there's like fuel line that ran the length of the ship, and I had to like drain it and then cut it, and then I've had more complex reactor arrangements. I've had crazy stuff going on in the cockpit. It's just fun. So yeah, give it a shot. Let's see how much we made here, and then I'll call it quits. Not a lot. Really just getting the rest of the guts. Lots of nanocarbon and aluminum paneling. We've gotten pretty much all the good stuff already. And we destroyed 300 kilograms of nanocarbon. Where's the aluminum? Yeah. About a ton and a half of aluminum got destroyed, but I don't know how better to dissect that cockpit. I've tried, and it's just kind of time-consuming and useless. Finished our work order already. So yeah, that's Hardspace Shipbreaker or whatever. And yeah, great. Less than it was when I was renting my own helmet. And so yeah, you start off basically only being able to salvage like the little trainer vessel, and you get your first certification and go up through the levels until I'm about to try this guy, but that's for me to find out. Yeah, catch you guys later.